First thing I did was buy my masters back, then create a bunch of masters, and now I have money generating assets. And this changed my life because, in the contrary to a lot of people, I have the choice to not go perform. It's a choice, but there's been 20 years of hard work to arrive here. And most people who are young today, they do the same mistake as everybody. But it's normal. It's not an easy game. And people are not here to tell you what to do. They're not going to tell you, hey, invest in yourself or buy yourself a studio so that next time the label, instead of paying you the studio to go perform, they will imagine that back in the days, right? Back in the days when I was doing my first album, a lockout session for Plus 30 Studio, I think was, I don't remember, in euros, I'm not sure. Let's say 3,000 per day. Some people would spend 2 months in the studio. So imagine 3,000 per day multiplied by, in a whole month, that's 90,000. In 2 months, that's 180,000 just to record and mix, right? Then after that, you have to print the CDs, etc., etc. Your album comes out, you don't understand, you sell 100,000, you still don't make money. Why? Because they are recuperating all the money that they spent on you. Imagine if with the money of your first album, when they give you the money, you build your own studio. Now you can charge the label to record in your studio. And you tell them, hey, 2 choices. Either, okay, I'm gonna make you, it's gonna be 1,000 per day instead of 3,000. And you're gonna pay me to record my album that you are paying in my studio. I'm gonna be in the studio for two months. That's 60 days. That's 60,000. Thank you. They're gonna pay you that money for you to record the album. You're gonna give them the album, then they're gonna give you royalties on the album. Or you can tell them, hey, since I'm recording in my studio, instead of paying me my studio, instead of giving me 10%, you're gonna give me 30% on the revenue. Because now you have the leverage. That's why a lot of people, they're gonna give you all the shine for you to stay a slave. It is what it is. Anyway, it's not a music. It's not about business today. But listen, the goal is to not find yourself in the position where you are 50 and you don't have a choice to go perform. And you know, when you think about it, organizing a party doesn't cost that much money. So you can go find clubs and organize your shows yourself and promote your shows just like the people who hire you do. You just cut that middleman, you do your party, and you do 50-50 with the show, with the club owner. You pay your ticket to go or your train ticket to go to that place. And when you go, you bring somebody to check the money with that person. And you do 50-50 from the entries. And it's zero risk for nobody. You know, you come, if there's nobody coming to see you, you go back home. If there's just enough people for you to cover the amount of money you spend to come, be happy. And if it's a successful night and you make 10,000, you take 5,000, the club owner take 5,000, everybody's happy. But you took a risk. Maybe without taking that risk, you would have taken 1,000, but now you have 5,000. The thing is, when do you start understanding that you always have to be ambitious in the next move? And all this is, to me, it's not something that I discovered this morning, but for real, I've been thinking this for a few years already. It's just like, I'm already in the next move.